What is going on, Colts Nation? And welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Your guy, Cody, here. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update because we've been seeing some injuries, specifically to the Indianapolis Colts cornerbacks. It seems like there's been a lot of injuries so far, and a group that you really invested in here has been hit with injuries early on here in to training camp and also into the preseason and stuff like that. So we obviously saw about a week ago or so, we saw some of the stuff with both Jalen Jones and Juju Brents, who suffered hamstring injuries, and Shane Steichen coming out and saying that Jalen Jones, his injury is a little bit more significant than Juju Brents. Jones was actually carted off last Tuesday. So that is definitely something. So both of them have been out since that time. And then just recently here on Tuesday, I don't know what it is about Tuesdays, but here on Tuesday, Justin Wally, the number 2 outside corner, the rookie third-round pick, he left practice due to a leg injury as well. I believe it was a knee injury. So something about those lower body injuries with these corners. And he sat out of the rest of practice. We don't entirely know what that injury is with Justin Wally and how severe it is. Hopefully they were just being precautionary here, early on, because obviously you already have 2 corners out. You're hopeful that Justin Wally is nothing too serious. Hopefully that is the case. And of course, we made a video, Derek and I did, about looking at some players we're excited about. We had Justin Wally on that list, so that one's still going to come out. We're going to have Justin Wally on the list, but he may not play against the Baltimore Ravens. We'll just have to see what happens there. But yeah, the Colts have been hit with 3 guys here that have had to miss practice, and even Javarius Ward and Kenny Moore have both been dinged up, and both have had some times where they've missed practice as well. So for whatever reason, this cornerback room has been really hit with injuries. Now, here's the good news with this all. It's still, as I record this, it's still the beginning of August, right? Right now, there's still a lot of time between now and the start of the regular season. The regular season starts September 7th, so you still have over a month before any serious football that matters actually happens, right? That's the good news with that. The second piece of good news is the fact that the Colts are, if there was any position group that, you never want injuries to any position group, but if there's one you feel like you could actually sustain a little bit of that, it would be the corner room. I mean, you still have Samuel Womack, who I think definitely showed that he can play well when given the opportunity. You have a couple other guys who have played as well. Now, obviously, you hope not all 3 corners would miss the entirety of the preseason. We'll just have to see on that. But you do have some depth in this room for sure. And guys that have started games for you even last year, right? Like Samuel Womack started a good chunk of the games when Juju Brents went down. And then obviously if Justin Wally's injury is not super severe, and then whenever you get Juju and then eventually Jalen back, like you have a lot of guys that can come in and step in and actually play some quality football for you. So while it's not ideal right now, I think those are 2 things where it's not time to, put DEFCON 3 sort of thing right now, because it's still so early into, the preseason and early into camp still. Couple weeks into camp, we still have a long ways to go before we truly play football that matters. Now, of course, you would love to have these corners back sooner rather than later so that they can get back into the practice routine, things like that. That would be great. And we'll just have to see on a few of these injuries. Is it a couple days? Is it a couple weeks? Is it a couple months even? We'll just have to see. You never know truly with some of those lower body injuries like that. So obviously, if you're the Colts, you don't want to rush those players back. You're definitely going to need them at some point this season. But obviously, you'd like to get them back as soon as they possibly can, just for continuity's sake and just getting them back into the routine of practice and things like that, so that they are fully ready to go when, you actually start playing games that matter, right? And, depending on if the Justin Wally injury is not super severe and he, is just sitting out as a precaution, I mean, you still really have your top 3 corners that you think if you go out and play tomorrow, you still feel like they would play, right? Now, depending obviously on the Justin Wally thing. But all that to say, this is a position group that you invested a lot into. I mean, we know with the attrition of the NFL, it seems like there's always that one position group that just gets hit and hit multiple times. And it seems like corner is that position group so far through the first couple weeks of camp, now leading to the first preseason game on Thursday. And we'll just have to see what exactly that looks like in regards to, some of these other injuries and also some guys that are a little bit banged up right now. We'll just have to see in regards to that. But just wanted to make a quick video kind of talking about some of the cornerback injuries as of recent. I mean, the good news is if it was going to happen, you'd want it to happen early rather than in the course of the regular season. So that is definitely kind of the silver lining with it all. But obviously injuries suck no matter how you slice it. So guys, let us know and let me know your thoughts here on some of the injuries and how concerned are you about, who's going to miss some time. We'll just have to see on that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to turn on that notification bell so that you know when we drop fresh content just like this. Guys, I'm going to be covering the game, likely going to be going live on Thursday night for the Colts' first preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens. So you guys definitely want to be a part of that and tuning in and watching kind of me reacting to that. So definitely would love to have you guys be a part of that. But again, guys, that'll do it for this one. Thanks so much. And as always, go Colts.